But alright, before the video starts, I just want to say the only reason I'm doing everything off of Madden is because, I don't have the technology per se to, do everything off of a computer or something, because I don't have a computer just yet. But I'm going to get one pretty soon, and I won't have to do everything off Madden unless, it's one of my franchise videos or something. But yeah, enjoy the video, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Straight Clutch, and we got another Atlanta Falcons video for y'all today. And today I will be doing the 2021 schedule predictions. Now I know I'm on Madden and the schedule looks weird, but this entire little schedule right here is the actual teams to play in real life, but it's not the actual weeks. Like we don't play the Panthers week 1. So yeah, just bear with me. Now with that being said, we played the NFC East this year. Obviously, our NFC South opponents twice. We played the last place division placer in the NFC North, and we played the AFC East this year. And in my opinion, we have a really easy schedule. Like I don't see why we shouldn't make the playoffs with this easy schedule. I mean, it's easy for you to just say, oh, the Falcons, they didn't really improve much in the offseason, blah, blah, blah. But, like, if you look at this schedule, it's pretty easy. Like, at least, I at least see us getting around, at the bare minimum, I see us getting 7 wins at the bare minimum. But, I really think we'll be a playoff team this year with how our schedule is set up. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our Week 1 matchup. Week 1, we played the Philadelphia Eagles. Last time we played the Eagles, we won in dramatic fashion with Julio Jones catching that game-winning screen. He took it to the house off that Jake Matthews and Mohamed Sanu block. And yeah, we won that game, and I believe we'll win this Week 1 matchup against the Eagles, because I don't think the Eagles are really that good of a team. They got Jalen Hurts. I'm not a Jalen Hurts hater, but I don't believe he'll be an elite quarterback in the league. But I hope he proves me wrong, because I really hope Jalen Hurts is good in the league, but I just don't think he will be. And yeah, and our Week 2 opponents will be playing our Super Bowl champions, unfortunately, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And hey man, they are the Super Bowl champions, man, and they brought back everybody on their starting roster, everybody at every position. So why would they decrease from where they were last year? Like I just don't see it, and I believe that we will lose to the Buccaneers at their home turf. Yeah. In our Week 3 matchups, we are headed to New York to take on the New York Giants. Now the Giants, they've done some things this offseason, and last year they had a really good defense, bro. James Bradbury, he was on the Panthers before going to the Giants. We used to slaughter him all the time, but last year he had a really good Pro Bowl season, All-Pro season in my opinion. But yeah, but however, I don't think that they've done enough to, to beat the Falcons. Yeah, I know they picked up Kadarius Toney or whatever. They're gonna have Saquon back. I still question the O-line and the play of Daniel Jones, but yeah, and I don't think the defense is good enough to stop our offense. So yeah, I'm gonna give the win to the Falcons here. And mind you, guys, I'm trying to be as non-biased as possible. I'm not that biased. I'm only biased towards Julio Jones. But yeah, our Week 4 matchup, we'll be taking on the Washington Washington football team. And this is another team who has a really big future in front of them. They got a really, really young defense. They got in my opinion, the top 3 D-line in the league. That consists of Chase Young, Montez Sweat, what's his name? Is it Jonathan Allen? It is Jonathan Allen. And you got De'Aaron Payne. Hey man, that D-line is a force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with. And our O-line is the 1000% the weakest part of our offense. And if like that was literally the part of our offense that held us back the last couple of years. Matt Ryan has been hit so many times. I think, I'm not really sure what the stat is, but I know he got sacked around 100 times, over 100 times the last 3 seasons, and that is unacceptable. But do I think that we can beat the Washington football team? This is a home game, by the way. And you know what? I think we do beat the Washington football team. I think we do beat the Washington football team. Even though they got a really good front, if our O-line can hold up, bro, I don't think it'll be a problem for Matt Ryan to get the ball out to his 3 big weapons. And you know, I just see our team in the real big mismatch problems. I think the games we lose this year is gonna be because we get outscored. And yeah, I don't think the Washington football team has the offense to really outscore us. Now, the next game on the schedule, we will be heading to London, baby. We are headed to London, and we will be going against the New York Jets. And the New York Jets had probably one of the worst rosters in football last year. And they had the number 2 overall pick, in which they took Zach Wilson. Do I think that he'll dramatically improve what they was last year? No, I do not. They still have hella holes on their team that they gotta address, that they still haven't addressed. I mean, sure, they picked up oh my god, my brain just went completely blank right now. They picked up Corey Davis. They still don't have a running back. They got a bunch of glaring needs on their entire team. Their O-line still isn't where it needs to be, outside of Mekhi Becton. And on defense, I'm not really sure who they have. Marcus May, that's about it. But that's not enough at all to stop somebody. So you know, I think the Jets is gonna have another poor season. I think they end with another top 10 pick. So yeah, man, I'm gonna give the win to our Atlanta Falcons. And week 6, we have a bye week. We have a fairly early bye week this year. But when we come off the bye week, we'll be headed to Miami, Florida, to go against the Miami Dolphins. Now the Miami Dolphins is a team coming off of a very impressive rebuild. It was at a point where nobody thought they'll be contending in years, but they made it happen down there, man. They picked up Tua. They drafted Tua to be their next franchise quarterback, and they built a squad down there, man. They got a really good defense, 2 elite cornerbacks. They drafted Javon Holland, probably the best safety in the draft. And yeah, man, it was a really good team at hitting the quarterback last year and getting picks. They was on everything on defense. Now the question is, how will their offense look like? They still don't really have a true running back, but they have multiple receivers. They went out their way and signed Will Fuller. They drafted Jalen Waddle, and they still have Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki at tight end, bro. That is nasty. If Tua can figure it out and put it all together, they will easily win the AFC. I'm not gonna say that. They will. I'll tell you this: they will be in the playoffs, though. I do believe that the Miami Dolphins will be in the playoffs, and I do believe that they can beat us. But yeah, man, I do think we'll lose to the Miami Dolphins due to they just have a really good roster. I think they overpower us that game. Now, after we take on the Miami Dolphins, we will be coming back home to go against the Carolina Panthers. Oh man, the Panthers. Okay, now let's talk about the Panthers off season. They had a really good draft class. I cannot lie. They had a really good draft class. They drafted J.C. Horn, Terrence Marshall. Boy, they drafted some other monsters in the later rounds that nobody thought would be there. But they have a really good team. The rebuild that they so-called did is close to being complete. They traded for Sam Darnold. So yeah, he's gonna be their starting quarterback. I don't think Sam Darnold is bad. I mean, I just think he was in a really bad situation over there in New York. Like, he literally had nothing around him, bro. Nothing. Terrible O-line, terrible receivers, poor running backs. And again, I'm not gonna excuse his poor play, but you know, it was, I mean, it was bad over there. They had nothing going for them. But you know, I do think that they'll get a win on us this season. Definitely get a win over us. Now, next we play the Aints. We will be traveling to New Orleans to play this stinky, smelly, rotten, dirty Aints. And the Saints, I'm not really sure what type of offseason. They really didn't even have a true offseason. They lost multiple players. They lost Trey Henderson, who led their team in sacks. I personally think that was just a one-year wonder. He went over to Cincinnati and got paid, which I don't think he's worth that money. Drew Brees retired, which is, I mean, he was washed. Like, I mean, if you look back at his play of the previous season, he wasn't Drew Brees. That was somebody else. They lost Emmanuel Sanders. Their second wide receiver beside Michael Thomas is, I think, that Callaway dude. If that dude can't improve his play, bro, I'm not really sure what type of offense they're gonna have. All they have on offense is literally Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. You can easily double team both of them, because those are literally the only two targets you have to worry about. And Taysom Hill, obviously, little gadget, but I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't think the Saints will be completely terrible by any means. They'll be around. I think just off the top of my head, they'll be around 8 to 10 wins this season, easily. But do I think they beat us? Maybe. Yeah. I'm gonna give them a home win. Yeah. And our next opponent after we play the Aints is the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. Oh man, as you know, off of last season, we had that huge lead on Dallas, and we fucking blew it and lost in Atlanta Falcon fashion. Our players didn't know how to recover an onside kick. We couldn't run the ball to just chew the time away. Matt Ryan ended up getting sacked on that last drive. Yeah, it was terrible. It was ugly. Do I see that repeating again? No, I do not. I do think the Falcons will blow out Dallas convincingly. I feel like we're gonna blow them out, send them back home, weeping in Dallas tears. I don't see us losing to the Cowboys again this year. Especially, hold on. Especially a Dan Quinn led defense. Hell no, we're not losing to a Dan Quinn led defense, bro. I'm sorry. Nah, it's just not happening. Especially on the Cowboys, their defense is not where they need to be at. And plus, they signed Cam O'Neal and DeMonte Casey. Yeah, Dallas Falcons, bro. Y'all can have them, bro. Y'all will be taking an L. And unfortunately, Dan Quinn got to come back to the Falcons and get an L. DeMonte Casey and Cam O'Neal coming back to Atlanta, getting an L. It is what it is, man. Now, after we play the Dallas Cowboys, we will be going against the New England Patriots. Now, the last time we played the Patriots was a 2017 game in the regular season. We traveled there. We got beat, it was like 27-7 or something like that. Now, obviously, that was a Tom Brady-led team. They had Gronk still, and all of those guys are gone. Their quarterback will either be one Cam Newton or two Mac Jones. They still don't have any receivers. Even though they signed hella people in the offseason at tight end and receivers, I still don't think it's really good enough to have a crazy offense. Even though I know Cam Newton's favorite targets are his tight ends, and they signed two tight ends. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. Well, they signed Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, I believe. Yeah, and you know that's a really good tight end little duo right there. And I know That's what Bill Belichick like to do. That's what he did with Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. And obviously that don't last long for obvious reasons. But yeah, I mean, you know, they're a good. They got a decent team. Their defense is still really good. But yeah, I believe that we will beat the New England Patriots, get our revenge for that game in the Super Bowl game. Obviously, I don't want to bring that up, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Now, next up on our schedule, we'll be going against the newly rebuilt Jacksonville Jaguars. Where are they? Oh, you know what? I forgot, bro. I forgot that, like, in Madden, they didn't add the extra game, but yeah, we play the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you know, they done some great things over there this offseason. I had the #1 overall picks. They got Trevor Lawrence. They got Travis Etienne also in the same round. Then they got Tyson Campbell with the first pick in the second round. And they got receivers, DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault. I got some other people too. They are just not at the top of my mind right now. I didn't, you know, do my research coming into this video about who's on whose team. But and on defense, they still got Miles Jack, Josh Allen, CJ Henderson, who had a decent rookie season. Not better than AJ Terrell's, but yeah, he had a decent rookie season. They still need to improve on that safety position. I thought that would be one of the positions they addressed in the draft, but it wasn't. Or was it? Let me see. A safety. I don't know if they took. Let me see. I know Andre Sisco went in the third round, but I'm not sure what team he went to. Oh no, he went to the Jags. I'm tripping. Well, they got him. He's pretty good. He just, you know, he came off of a really bad Achilles injury. But yeah, man, the Jags, they doing something special for the future, but it's not about the future, it's about right now. Will they beat the Atlanta Falcons in the 2021 season? I do not think so. We get a dub, we show Trevor Lawrence to the league, we will beat them. There will be another win on to our schedule. Now next we will play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again, but this time it's at home. And I mean, like I said earlier, man, they brought back their entire roster, and you know, their draft class really didn't do anything to really help them this year. But you know, once again, they have the same roster they won the championship with. But I do not think that they beat us twice. I think we get a dub on them here at home. I don't think they're sweeping us. I just don't see it happening. And after we play one division opponent, we'll go to another. We're headed back to Carolina. Beat us away. They beat us when we travel to them. But when they come to Atlanta, I do not think they win. But like I said earlier, right, they got a really good future going for them. And they got really good receivers. They got Christian McCaffrey. I didn't even mention him earlier. What is wrong with me? You got Christian McCaffrey still, bro. I don't see how that offense don't thrive under Joe Brady too. I just don't see it. And on defense, they picked up J.C. Horn. They still got Dante Jackson, bro. And I don't see this team being. This division is gonna get really, really tough. Really, really tough. It's not getting weak by any means. But yeah, I think we split the season series with the Panthers and the Bucks. Now, after we play the Panthers, we will be headed to San Francisco, where we take on the Kyle Shanahan-led 49ers. Obviously, they took Trey Lance with their third overall pick this year, where they traded in front of us to get him because they believed that we were in on him. But you know, 49ers was an injury ran through team last year. They lost Nick Bosa, Richard Sherman, even though he's not on the team no more. They lost a hell of people, bro. That's just two big players. They lost way more players than that. But But yeah, they're all coming back healthily. Assuming they stay healthy, they're gonna have a really good season. They're gonna be battling for that first place spot in the NFC West. Do I think the 49ers beat us? Yes, I do. I do believe the 49ers will get it done. As Kyle Shanahan will put together a good scheme to beat his former team. I feel like he's gonna run the ball all over us. George Kittle is gonna do his part, whether it is run blocking or catching the ball. He's gonna be effective. And yeah, I just think this is one of them games in the season where, you know, it's not our day and we lose the game. Games like those happen. Yeah, and after we play the Niners, we will be coming back home to play the Detroit Lions. Do I really need to say anything about the Lions? They haven't, you know, they traded Matthew Stafford. They lost Kenny Galladay. They got a new coach. They got Jared Goff at quarterback now, for goodness sakes. They don't have any receivers. They also lost Marvin Jones. They have no receivers, bro. They took Penei Sewell with their first round pick. I mean, that's a generational prospect in my opinion. That's just one part of the entire team. Their defense looks horrible. Their offense looks bad also. I mean, even though the offense is better than the defense, I don't see this team competing this year, bro. I see them as a 5-win at most team, and I'm gonna say they lose to us. Even though the Lions has had our number most of the time when we played them under Matthew Stafford, you know, they don't have Matthew Stafford no more, and I think they lose to us. It is what it is, man. They're just not a good team this year. Now, after we play the Lions, we'll be headed to Buffalo, New York, to take on the Buffalo Bills, team 1 game shy of the Super Bowl. 1 game shy of the Super Bowl, people. And you know, I mean, they got beat up on by the Chiefs pretty bad, but they made some additions to their team. I'm not really sure what they did off the top of my head, but I know they made some really good additions to their team. No, they got Emmanuel Sanders with Diggs now, and Cole Beasley in the slot. I think Emmanuel Sanders is a big upgrade over John Brown, if you ask me. Who they taking in the draft? Let me check real quick, and I'll check back with y'all. Oh yeah, they took Gregory Russo. I don't know if y'all know how I feel about Gregory Russo, but I absolutely hated the thought of us taking, like, before the college season ended, they projected us to take him with the 4th overall pick, and I hated that idea because I watched tape on him, and like nothing really stood out to me except for his measurables. But on the field, I mean, he had 19, or let me see, I don't want to get this wrong. He had a bunch of sacks the last season, but he opted out his last year. But the last season he played, he had a hell of sacks. I think like 15.5 sacks or more. But I looked at his tape, and most of those sacks were like, I don't know, he completely just ran, like he did no moves to get those sacks. He literally just ran through, and like it was the way he was getting the sacks. I just know it won't fly in the NFL, but he does have a really high ceiling if Buffalo can develop him good over there. He's 6'7", long wingspan, 280. But my thing about Russo is like that was his first year playing D, and before that he was a safety and a wide receiver. And that I don't know, that's kind of alarming to me. I wouldn't take a shot on a guy like that with my first overall pick. I mean, that might be a casual take, but you know, that's just what I think. But other than that, the Bills gonna light us up. Oh no, wrong one. The Bills gonna light us up. I feel like gonna win the game. They got a really good secondary: Trey White, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer. I'm not really sure what their second cornerback is gonna be come starting day, but they'll do a good job alongside that secondary. They still got Tremaine Edmonds. He's really good. Yeah, Ed Oliver. They got a good squad, bro. I see them going back to the AFC Championship game this year. you know, they can put it together. It just, you know, the Chiefs still gonna be there. But yeah, it is what it is. And after we play the Bills, we will be heading on to Week 18 to play our final opponent, which will be the New Orleans Saints. And you know, I felt like the New Orleans Saints would beat us in their first away game, when we played them Week 9. But yeah, I just don't see that same result happening. I feel like we beat them this time, Week 17. This will be a crucial game for us to make the playoffs. And yeah, I do think we will beat the Saints in this game. But yeah, like I said earlier, they have 2 legit offensive weapons on their offense, which is Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. You can easily double team them and get them out of the game. Well, I'm not gonna say easily, but you know, that could be something you can do to get them, you know, to get them moving, to get them working for their yards and points. But yeah, man, I think we're a playoff team with how this schedule went. And yeah, I'm gonna sim the league real quick just to see what our record is. I know that Jaguar game is not gonna be a fake in it, but I'm pretty sure we'll beat the Jaguars.
Your week by installing your game plan.
All right, well, based off of the prediction I just made, it looks like we're a 12-5 team. Do I really think we'll be a 12-5 team? I don't know. It seems too good to be true, but like, you know the Falcons, bro. We lose games we're supposed to win, and we win games that we're not really looking to win. But you know, based off of our easy schedule, I do believe we'll go 12-5. And according to this, we won the division. I do not think that that Buccaneers is gonna be 8-8 by any means. But yeah, my schedule prediction has us going 12-5, and hopefully they can deliver off my schedule prediction, go 12-5. We'll head back to that Super Bowl. We'll get our first ring. Sorry, now let me stop. I'm not gonna project all that, but yeah, 12-5 is the record. It is what it is. If you made it to this part of the video, I appreciate you so much. Go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, and I will be catching y'all boys later. Wait before I go. I promise to be dropping consistent videos, okay? I'm gonna drop this, and I'm gonna drop another day after, and drop another day after, bro. I'm dropping videos 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. I promise. If I don't live up to the promise, bro, okay, I can unsubscribe, dislike the video, whatever. But I will be dropping 3 straight videos. And with that being said, like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all boys later. I said like and subscribe, or else.